Learn English through stories B10. Adapted and modified by Kulwant Singh Sandhu. Contents: 1. Eyes, teeth, and toenails. 2. Raincoat. 3. Getting ready for work. 4. The geese and the fig tree. 5. Picture dictionary page. 1. Eyes, teeth, and toenails. Ken's eyes. Ken woke up. It was his holiday, finally. He wanted to do many things but didn't know what to do. So he went to his sitting room and watched TV. But he didn't just watch TV for 10 minutes. He watched TV for 3 hours. Then, Ken noticed that his eyes hurt. "Oh," said Ken. "My eyes hurt." So Ken stopped watching TV and started reading a book. But he didn't just read 10 pages. He read the book for 5 hours. Then Ken noticed that his eyes still hurt. "Oh," said Ken. "My eyes still hurt. Maybe I need to go outside. If I go outside, maybe my eyes won't hurt." So Ken went to the cinema to watch a film. But he didn't just watch one. But Ken watched 3 of them. And he was at the cinema for 7 hours. Afterwards, Ken came outside and noticed that his eyes still hurt. "Oh," said Ken. "How do my eyes still hurt? I don't understand. I'm confused." By now it was late and Ken was tired. So he went home and went to bed. But Ken didn't just sleep for 8 hours. He slept for 20 hours. When Ken woke up, he noticed that his eyes didn't hurt. "Hooray," said Ken. "My eyes don't hurt." But then Ken stood up and noticed that his back hurt. "Oh," said Ken. "Why does my back hurt? Oh well, I'll go to my sitting room and watch TV." Lisa's teeth. Lisa loved brushing her teeth. Most people brush their teeth twice a day. Some people brush their teeth only once a day. But Lisa brushed her teeth much more than twice a day. She didn't know how many times a day she brushed her teeth. It was because she did it so often. In the morning, Lisa sat on the bus and brushed her teeth. A man who sat next to her said, "Why are you brushing your teeth?" Lisa said, "I don't want cavities. You should brush your teeth as well, otherwise you'll get cavities and then you'll have to get a filling." When Lisa got to work, she sat at her desk and brushed her teeth. Jenny sat next to Lisa. Jenny was talking on the phone. Lisa said, "Jenny, I can't hear what they're saying because you're brushing your teeth. Stop it." "No," said Lisa. "I don't want cavities and fillings. You should brush your teeth while you talk on the phone." After work, Lisa went for a drink with her friend Sang. They drank beer, and Sang talked about his girlfriend. But every time Lisa drank beer, she brushed her teeth. Lisa said, "Sang, I'm talking to you about my girlfriend, but you're not listening. Stop brushing your teeth." "Sang, you and your girlfriend can get cavities, but I don't want them. Fillings are expensive." The next day, Lisa went to the dentist. At the dentist, 3 other people were waiting. There was the man from the bus, Jenny from work, and Lisa's friend Sang. "Hello," Lisa said to them. The man from the bus went into the dentist's office, and he came out smiling. "The doctor says my teeth are great," said the man. Next, Jenny went into the dentist's office, and she came out smiling. "See, Lisa, my teeth are fine," said Jenny. Next, Sang went into the dentist's office, and he came out smiling as well. "Lisa, you really worry too much," said Sang. Then Lisa went into the dentist's office. The dentist looked at her teeth. "Oh dear," he said. "What?" said Lisa. Are my teeth perfect? No, you have 20 cavities. What? Said Lisa. I think you're brushing your teeth too much. There are too many cavities, so we can't use fillings. We have to use a big hammer to take all your teeth out. Then, we'll take the teeth from a cow and use a small hammer to put the cow's teeth in your mouth. WHAT, said Lisa. The next day, Lisa went to work. Jenny smiled at her and said, Lisa, how are your teeth? Lisa opened her mouth and said, moo. A cavity is a hole in your tooth. When you eat lots of sweets and don't brush your teeth enough, you might get a cavity. Maybe a part of your tooth will fall out. But sometimes you don't notice that you have a cavity. Then you go to the dentist, and the dentist tells you that you have a cavity. Then you get a filling. A filling is when a dentist puts something in your tooth where a cavity was. Fillings stop the cavities from growing bigger. In the past, fillings were black and did not look nice, but now you can get white fillings so that your teeth still look nice. Vladimir's toenails. Vladimir loved his toenails. He didn't like his fingernails, but his toenails were very special to him. They were long and beautiful. Vlad never cut his toenails, and he always wore sandals so everyone could see them. Vlad also loved his job. Everyone looked at his toenails all the time, and he thought they must want toenails like his. But in winter, it was really too cold to wear sandals. So Vlad's boss said, Vlad, you're wearing sandals in winter. Aren't you cold? I understand, boss, said Vlad. When you see me tomorrow, my feet won't be cold. Vlad went and bought a mini radiator and put it on his feet. Now his feet were nice and warm, but everyone could still see his long, beautiful toenails. Vlad's boss wasn't happy, but Vlad didn't understand why. His feet were warm now, weren't they? One day, Vlad's mini radiator broke. It went boom. It destroyed his desk. It destroyed his computer. It destroyed the entire office. Vlad's boss was not very happy. I'm so sorry, Vlad, he said, but as you can see, your radiator has destroyed the office, so you can't work here anymore. Really, said Vlad. But you'll all be so sad without my toenails. You look at them every day. Please, I really want to work here. Well, said Vlad's boss. You're right. Your toenails are so lovely, but nobody can work because they're looking at your toenails all the time. So I think it's better to wear shoes at work, don't you think? Not sandals. Then everyone can work better. Now Vlad understood. His toenails were too beautiful. The radiator probably broke because his toenails were so beautiful. Yes, sir, said Vlad, and he ran to the shoe shop. But Vlad's toenails were so long that all the shoes were too small for him. They tried putting the shoes on, but the toenails were just too long. And they were strong. The shop assistant tried cutting them, but they were too strong. She tried breaking them with a hammer, but they were too strong. She tried eating them, but they were too strong. I'm sorry, she said, but you cannot wear shoes. Vlad was very sad. He loved his work, but his toenails were more important. As Vlad walked down the street, a woman ran towards him. That man stole my bag, a woman cried. Vlad saw that the man was carrying a bag. But what could Vlad do? He wasn't a hero. He tried to move away from the man, but then the man stood on Vlad's toenails. Oh, said the man. The bag fell, and Vlad took it to the woman. Here you go. Oh, thank you, she said. I'm so lucky that you were there. You have such strong toenails. You're a hero. I said Vlad. I'm a hero. So now Vlad had a new job. He was a hero who used his toenails. Maybe he wasn't Superman or Batman, but did Superman and Batman have beautiful toenails? No, they didn't. 2. Raincoat. On Sunday, Roshan's parents got him a red raincoat. "Mum, may I wear it now?" asked Roshan. "No, my dear, now the sky is clear," said Mum. "Will it rain today?" Mummy asked Roshan on Monday. "No, Roshan, not today. It is bright and sunny. If you wear it today, it will be very funny," said Mum. On Tuesday, Mum, "When will my wish come true?" asked Roshan. "Not today, my dear. There is just one white cloud in the sky," said Mum. On Wednesday, Mum, "Why doesn't it rain?" asked Roshan. "Son, I think it is hot. It will rain before noon," said Mum. On Thursday, Mum, "What if it rains? Shall I take the raincoat with me to the picnic?" asked Roshan. "No, my dear, it will not rain. The little white clouds are too high," said Mum. "Mum, will it rain today?" asked Roshan loudly on Friday. "It might, my dear. There are some dark clouds low down in the sky," said Mum. Saturday begins with a bang. Datum, datum, datum. I hear thunder. Will it rain very soon? asked Roshan. Finally, it starts to rain. Oh, it's raining, sang Roshan, running out. But Roshan, you forgot your raincoat, said Mum, running after him. 3. Getting ready for work. He woke up early in the morning. He got out of bed. He went to the bathroom and took a shower. The water was cold at first. He made it warm. He took 10 minutes to shower. He stepped out of the shower. The floor became wet. He grabbed a towel. He wrapped it all around him. He went to his bathroom mirror. He saw his reflection in the mirror. He looked handsome. He had grown facial hair. It was time for him to shave it. He grabbed the shaving cream and poured some into his hand. He spread the shaving cream around his face. He grabbed the razor and started shaving. He cut himself by accident. It started bleeding. He was not hurt. He washed his face with cold water. He applied aftershave on his face. First, it stung him, and afterwards, it gave a cooling effect. He put some cream on his cut. The cut stung him a little. He dried himself and started getting ready for work. He put on his black trousers. He put on his white shirt. He asked himself, should I tuck my shirt into my trousers? He said, yes. He put on his black Nike socks. He went downstairs. He went to the kitchen. He ate a bowl of cornflakes and drank a cup of tea. He said goodbye to his mom and left for work. 4. The geese and the fig tree. In a part of the woods was a big fig tree with huge branches. A flock of geese lived there, and happy they were, you can be sure of that. But at the roots of the tree, a little vine was starting to grow. A wise old goose said, "Do you see that little vine, the one starting to climb up our tree? It could be trouble someday. I saw this happen once when I was a little bird. If we do not pull the vine away now when it is still small and easy to cut, over time it will grow bigger and thicker. Then someday, the vine will be big and thick enough for someone to climb. A hunter will be able to climb up the vine and kill us. And that is why," said the wise old goose, "we must get rid of the vine while we can." "Silly old goose," said the others. "What trouble can come from such a little vine? Things are not the same as they were when you were little." So they let the vine grow. And it grew, and grew, and grew. When the geese were out one morning catching bugs and little fish, a hunter saw the fig tree and the big, thick vine. Why, it was so big and thick, he could climb right up on the vine. So he climbed, and high up in the branches he laid a net around the nests. Then he quietly climbed back down. That night, after a day of food and fun, The geese came back to their nests. Each and every one of them became stuck in the hunter's net. "Why, oh why did this happen to us?" cried a goose. "Don't you remember?" said the wise old goose. "I told all of you this could happen when the vine was still small, but you did not believe me." "What do we do now?" cried another goose. "Aha," said the wise old goose. "Our only hope is to play dead when that hunter comes back tomorrow. If he thinks we are all dead, he may throw us to the ground so he can take back his net. We must all stay very still until each one of us gets thrown out of the tree onto the ground." At sunrise the next morning, the hunter came back. At first, he was very glad to see so many birds in his net in the fig tree. But when he got closer, he saw that every goose seemed as good as dead. He did not want dead geese, so one by one, he took them off his net and threw them onto the ground. The geese stayed very still on the ground until the very last goose was thrown onto the ground. Then the hunter climbed down the tree and left. When the geese could not see him anymore, they flew back up into the branches of their fig tree. The geese knew what they must do. It took a very long time, but bit by bit, they pecked away at that big vine. First, they cut the big vine into lots of smaller pieces. Then they pecked away at each small piece until it broke from the tree. At last, every piece of vine fell to the ground, and the geese could fly up to live safely in their fig tree once again. 5. Picture dictionary page.